That just happened this week. We're talking game demo that everyone needs to download, as well as some Walking Dead. Let's get into it. So, this is the companion show to the nerd news show that we do on the channel normally. I can't do reviews, and I don't like that the news ends when the thing has come out. So, when we get around to doing the thing, when we get around to reading, digesting, what have you, it ends up here, and we start to talk about it in our own time. And so we call it That Just Happened, and that's the preamble. So, this week, That Just Happened, Lies of P. The Pinocchio noir horror steampunk thing that is a game that really everyone should download at this point, just because it's got something for just about every player. All right, so I say that, but then there is a bit of a caveat. You have to be kind of a hardcore player to really probably get the full proper enjoyment out of this, because this is equal parts Ninja Gaiden and BioShock, and then just a little bit of Final Fantasy thrown in there for flavor. I kind of said that in the news show, and I totally stand by that description, because it's getting ahead of myself. Breathe. The demo is available now. We talked about it when we talked about the Microsoft Game Showcase. It launched then. I downloaded it then and have only now gotten around to playing it. So that's again why That Just Happened is the way it is. But I wish I had started playing it sooner. I haven't finished the demo, I want to be perfectly clear. I am to the first proper boss, which I believe is the end of the demo, though I haven't finished it, so I don't know for certain because I can't beat the boss. But so the gameplay mechanics feel the way I feel like when I played Ninja Gaiden Black the first time on my OG Xbox. That is the way this game makes me feel. The first time you run into an enemy that is more than 3 hits to kill, you die a few times figuring out his patterns and how you can dodge and how you can get in and strike and stuff. And that's basically what Ninja Gaiden did. It is almost exactly what Ninja Gaiden did. I remember it took me damn near a week to beat the first boss of Ninja Gaiden. Granted, I've only played Lies of P the once at this point, but it was like a 4-hour gaming session, and I got to the first boss. But first boss worked me. I can get him just below halfway. I can get him just past when he tears his head off and starts to beat you with his head. Yeah. See, slight spoiler, but whatever. It's a demo. Come on now. And that's where my pattern recognition starts to falter. So I just need to go through a couple times, I think. But man, this is, if you like that BioShock kind of steampunky aesthetic that feels like it was BioShock through the lens of Final Fantasy, that's kind of the way this looks. And then you also have an appreciation for the really difficult Ninja Gaiden style gameplay that isn't as intuitive. I think that's going to be the big thing that if they don't change it for the proper game when it comes out, I think that's going to be one of the things that a lot of the reviews really hit them on is the controls. They feel a little clunky. Like your dodge control is very much delayed when it feels like it shouldn't be. Sometimes it's understandable because you do have a stamina meter, so when you're out of stamina, you can't dodge immediately. But there were points in my battle with the final boss, the first boss, I guess I should say, points in that battle where I had a full stamina bar and I was dodging, and it took an extra beat before the character on screen did what my hands did on the controller. And that just feels that lag right there is going to be the downfall, I think, of this game. But everything else about this game is so much fun and so beautiful and so well done that I think that is kind of a relatively minor issue. You can get used to the rhythm of the dodge button. It just takes a minute. I started getting used to it, and then I was like, I've been playing for way too long. I have the videos to edit and sleep to do and a day job to get to. So that's kind of why the session ended. But man, Lies of P, absolutely recommend this demo. It's difficult for me to justify full-fledged game, but I really am looking for a reason to justify purchasing this proper game when it launches. Probably set a couple bucks aside every couple weeks for it until it launches, because I think we've got until September before it comes out. It could even be November. I'm not remembering exactly, but great game. This ate up a lot of my time with that and Halo Season 4. Nothing new to talk about there, though, so that technically happened, but we're not talking about it. The other big thing this week that happened is I finally caught up on Walking Dead: Dead City. We were supposed to talk about it last week. I, for some reason, didn't get around to watching episode 2, and then episode 3 came out. I was like, oh, I gotta catch up. So I did, and I'm super grateful that I did, because this is, in some ways, a return to form for the Walking Dead series. And I think in the best ways, it's a return to form for the Walking Dead series. And also, it's one-upping itself from the original series. I still am working through Fear the Walking Dead. I've watched like the first 3 seasons of that, and I will finish it eventually. Just, it's not high on my priorities list. Didn't like that one as much as the OG series. Don't know why. Dead City, though, wow. Episode 2 and episode 3, we get aspects of OG Negan that have been very much lacking since he got out of prison or jail, or however you want to phrase that, in the OG series. Like, he's been trying to redeem himself in every way he could conceive. And then we get a little taste. It's dark. The second time, it's very dark. The first time, it's exactly how he describes it in a previous scene, where he says, you know, I only did that as a show. I was only that guy when it came time to protect my people. It's very much what he's doing the first time we see old Negan come out. Is he's protecting these people that he is with, however temporarily. He's still with this group of people, and he aims to protect them. So he becomes this overly charming dick and just does atrocious things on camera, and it's insane and awesome. And then in episode 3, you see the Negan that we thought he was when he was being that overly charming dick, that we assumed he was behind the scenes as well. We get a taste of that too. But I think that even scares the character this time around. You can see it in him that he doesn't like that aspect of himself. And even more so, he doesn't like that he can't exactly control, it would seem, that aspect of himself. So just, wow. Cinematography in this series so far is even better. And I loved some of the cinematography. It had no reason to be that good, especially in those earlier seasons when it was like, oh, it's a TV show. Nobody watches TV shows like they watch movies. Walking Dead was kind of the first show that questioned that stance. So this just takes the beauty of the Walking Dead OG series and cranks that knob up till 11. And oh, I am super excited that we get this stuff again. As far as while we are on hiatus, there will not be a That Just Happened show next week. There will not be a shout out show next week. So that being said, we are going on hiatus during the hiatus, which is going to be about 3 weeks long from this show and shout out show. I definitely plan on keeping up with Walking Dead if at all possible, though I will be in an area where I don't have any internet, so that might not happen. But I will try for sure. I'm very likely going to be getting in a lot of Legend of Zelda, a lot of Mortal Kombat 11, because I got that for the Switch now, so that's going to be happening pretty hardcore. And honestly, family reunion things and going out to the paddleboard. That's it. I'm going to be touching grass, as the saying goes. So not going to be a whole lot of stuff for the nerdy side of things. Though, if something does come up, and I'm sure it will, we will be talking about it upon our return to this show. My apologies that the last couple episodes have been fairly short, but I've been I know I've been using this as a reason. It's not excusing anything, but as a reason for the last like 2 months. But definitely, I'm getting back into the groove with the day job change, and we're almost to that point, and now we're taking a hiatus. So it kind of is what it is. But thank you very much, nerds, for sticking around, for watching these episodes, for joining in the conversations, and participating and being awesome just in general. So I thank you very much for all of that. We will be back in about 3 weeks for this show. We will be doing some sort of regular show next week. Again, as I said in the news show, it might be a live episode. It might be just a truncated version of a regular pre-recorded episode. It kind of depends on how preparation goes for this big road trip. So yeah, we'll see you next time, nerds. Thank you very much for joining me. We'll see you in the next one. Before we go, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here, and that just happened.
I can't believe that just fucking happened.
Is it dead?
Oh my god.